Overall, not too bad.
Yeah, we'll see if this is probably going to be played in the off lane by Brax. I know he likes playing this one. I think it's just Gunnar who's been playing it a lot in the mid lane.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's
It's
gotta be. It's
something I saw
definitely
last night.
Brax's hero.
Yeah. Man enjoys his Brewmaster. He's calm and collected a lot like Brax is as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious what they want on the mid lane for Ryoya here because they do have last pick, which is really nice because it is going to be mid lane for both. We'll probably see the Invoker ban here coming out from TEAMTEAM. I don't think you can afford to give it to him. It feels just way too strong for the side of Hokori if they get it. Fiend's Grip and a Sunstrike, Ravage a Sunstrike. You can even get the Cataclysm as well late game. Like there's just a lot of setups for it. And then
I think Analog's Invoker is just too good as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like that would be the pick for Analog. I think his Invoker is quite good, but like if you get it this game, there's just a lot of setups for the Sunstrikes as well as Cataclysm going into the late game, which is not really what you want to see. They're gonna get rid of the Ember Spirit. Queen of Pain as well, the first ban here from Hokori. That one's a little interesting. It's definitely something Roya likes to play though, so maybe it's just a little bit of a comfort pick. Kunkka still in the pool as well.
Yeah, they'll probably ban that one out next. On TEAMTEAM. TEAMTEAM will ban it. They can't get that up to Hokori. There's one more
You think the
frontline.
Kunkka is more important than the Invoker?
5 seconds remain.
Yeah.
Dyer's ban.
Oh, they banned Viper on Hokori.
Interesting. That could mean they want to pick up Templar Sass in the mid lane. I think that'd be a little bit greedy though.
That'd be very greedy. Gyro and TA can't farm the same stacks. I mean, that would be... You'd just be griefing one of the other core.
10 seconds remain.
The Viper probably has them with a bit of a question mark over there.
Yeah,
but
it's got to be the Kunkka. That's the only other hero that would make sense that the Viper's good against.
Analog also plays that one quite a bit.
All right, mid lane here for Hokori. They get the first pick. Last pick's going to go the way of Ryoya. I mean, I'm still a fan of the Invoker here. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a pretty sick game. Quas Wex owns. Gets rid of the Frost Shield that can be applied by Lich. And then the fact that you have Cataclysm potential late game is really sick.
I think if you can dangle the Tide Hunter, you can set up a decent fights, but I think you need some sort of other frontliner with Disable. There's not a lot of options left here, unfortunately. I mean, it's something that they kind of tried to do last game with the Bristleback. Dragon Knight is like a non-option at this point, though, especially against this Sven who's going to pick up the Silver Edge.
Yeah. Dragon Knight is just doesn't exist as a hero in Dota 2 anymore. Great anime character, though.
Yeah, great anime character. A real shame he died.
15 seconds left here. Pick? Yeah, they're really thinking about it. Man, I want to see an Invoker. I want to see Analog's Invoker. He's so good on this hero. The problem is you do have last pick for TEAMTEAM, and...
1 second left.
You go back for the Tiny.
Yeah, Analog's got a quarry to settle.
All right, TEAMTEAM. They have a lot of options here. They could just pick up the Lina, which is not bad in this game. It's decent against the Tiny in the mid lane, and this hero probably will own. The question is, what does Ryoya want to play? I mean, that's really what this is going to come down to. Something that like is a comfort hero for him that also can win the lane against the Tiny. I mean, the OD is something that we've seen time and time again, but it doesn't feel very good in this patch.
I mean, I can tell you his the comfort heroes are. Right now, it feels like it's Storm Spirit and Queen of Pain.
Yeah, and they're both
bad
banned.
news is they're both banned. Yeah, he plays all the Spirit heroes, but maybe he'll go for
Void Spirit. No way, right?
No, also banned.
Is it really? Oh, it is. Yeah, all 3 spirits are banned. Okay.
There's 4. Earth Spirit's important too.
It is the Lina. Yeah, so I think it's the best option is the Lina here.
Ultimate choice.
I'm not gonna forgive you for ignoring Storm Spirit, by the or sorry, Earth Spirit.
I'm sorry, what spirit?
Earth Spirit.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that a hero in Dota 2 right now?
You're the worst. What heroes do you enjoy playing?
Pudge, of course. My favorite hero in Dota 2.
You're
forever immortalized on my own body, Neph.
You're actually the worst kind of person.
Nah.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I'm such a great Pudge player though. It's fine. I'm a winning Pudge player. That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
I'm not the guy who gets mad and has to play support and then picks 5 Pudge and AFKs, you know. I'm an actual gamer, dude. I kill people. I'm a slayer.
I'm not sure if you're referring to yourself because I don't pick Pudge. You certainly aren't referring to me.
No, I'm just referring to the general Dota community.
Yes,
The people who like run out of ranked role queues and have to like pick Pudge support and then feed nonstop, and they're like, well, at least I got a role queue game out of this.
It sounds oddly personal.
I'm sorry. Has this never happened to you? Have you somehow avoided this? Dude, this was like my entire last ranked grind was just dealing with that.
No, because I queue all 5 roles and I get position 5 every single game for some reason.
God damn. I play offlane mostly.
Well, I rolled offlane a couple of times and I just picked Venomancer and win.
Yeah, good hero. Nice neph.
Yeah.
You're calling me toxic as an Omni Venomancer spammer in pubs right now.
Dude, I just turned my brain off and it wins so easily.
You're like, I'm gonna just watch a movie in the background while I win this Dota 2 game real quick.
That's what my Crunchyroll subscription is for.
Exactly.
That's why I got the second monitor.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it. All right, everyone. We have done it. We've made it to game number 8 of the day. It is Team versus Hokori. It is the last game of the night. Team currently up here 1-0 in the best of 2. And Hokori, I mean, they need to get this win. It is very important for them in these standings that they get that. Same for Team, though. They didn't have the greatest start so far.
No, they didn't. All right. Ricky, whose draft do you prefer? Talk to me here.
I like teams personally. I think this mid Lina, as long as Roya doesn't like butcher the lane somehow, the mid Lina is gonna own, and then you have Io Sven. So I'm gonna go with that. That seems pretty strong.
I'm with Hokori.
All right. Oh, Stormhammer, double leap forced. Widge gonna make it out. What? That's going to be the pop smoke, so they'll just disengage, head on over to the other side of the map, and grab the other runes in the process. Mike will be able to ward up these ancient camps, though, and they will chop down one of the trees to try and plant it as far back in there as possible. Oh, he just revealed a ward.
Yeah. I don't think anything's going to come of this, though. No kills anyways. I suppose you explain my reasoning why I prefer Hokori's draft.
Yes, please.
I do know that it's...
Gonna eat a homing missile and a lot of damage from Gardic here with analog as well. This might just be first blood going the way of Hokori. Now, if we're gonna take a rain check on that explanation here, a couple high ground misses. Brax doesn't make it the bounty rune. Coming up short now. What can you do?
I use that as a reason.
Can you use that? Did you say you want to use that as... No. I need the reason for why you thought they were better from the draft, Neff. Come on. That's cheating.
Yeah. RDO God is one of the big reasons.
That is fair. Okay, that is a good point. And he's on a gyrocopter with first blood. That is pretty sick.
I think as long as Analog does decent side lane, doesn't just get completely bodied by Roya here, he's gonna have enough gold to get a Blink Dagger, stay on top of Roya in these team fights, blow him up. I think Bane is going to be excellent control to deal with this Fed, as long as he can get the Nightmare, the Fiend grips off. They don't have great ways of interrupting outside of the Brewmaster. I think Gyrocopter is going to be able to do a decent job of cleaning up against the Brewmaster as well as we saw in some of these other games. Gardic is going to go down there, though.
Is he? He's got 6 stick charges. He's going to turn around and they end up getting Mike instead. That Brain Sap just coming off cooldown baited really well here. You said Gardic. I was like, which one is Gardic playing? I had to like zip up to the health bars up top, figure out which one was which. But, I mean, that was a really nice play here on the Bane. This hero trades incredibly well. Now 2 kills going the way of the Gyrocopter. I mean, this is the opposite. This lane cursed for the whoever plays it, I guess. As Team started off really well with the Clinks here. And in this game, it's going to be RDO on this Gyrocopter.
Decent start for him down here, and Gardic managed to turn things around. 2 kills under his belt, and
Nightmare. Missile's gonna come out. I'm wondering if they're gonna go for the Rocket Barrage build, and they do. He levels it, wants to secure the kill on a Braxton. That's the one thing you never know with the gyro if you're gonna go against this rocket barrage build or if he's just gonna max the flat cannon and go stats, and he wants kills instead. So
That
RDO
was
one value
completely-
point, absolutely worth it, right?
Yeah, that was completely situational there. He might just go for multiple points in it now. It's going to be difficult to trade with Brax in the lane. IX Mike is going to go Frost Shield level 2 probably. So if he's just trading right clicks with him, he's got that 30% damage resistance just with 1 point into the Frost Shield. But Matic damage just completely goes through that Frost Shield.
This Lich set is really cool. The heck? Do I have this? I hope I have this. I better
didn't
have
end up
this.
doing
I almost want to like minimize the game to go look at my Lich.
them. Chill.
I need to know, neph.
Ricky, I don't really play that much Dota anymore. I just cast it 8 hours a day. Also, Ricky, my hats.
I do have a
I
big.
need my hero to look good when I
know.
do play the
I
game.
like hats, man. What can I say?
What have we?
Ricky, this battle pass sucks. Also, Ricky, level 500 battle pass.
Oh no. I did not. I think I got like level 200 or something.
Level 387. I can check.
Yeah,
Caught
I
me 4K.
Okay, well. Bottom lane, meanwhile, Mike goes down once again to Gardic and RDO. I'd also like to point out, though, Neff, I did grind over 100 levels.
I don't believe.
And,
Burned.
like, some of that was gifted to me. Like, 50 Battle Pass levels was gifted.
I don't believe you.
No, you don't have to. It's fine.
I don't think you're convincing the viewers. You guys believe him? They're going to say no.
I was just anticipating you to be silent and just watch the chat for the next, like, 5
Yeah, for
minutes.
5 minutes? Yeah,
Yeah.
did not say a word.
Yep, they said no. Look at that. Incredible. No, that would have been... Mid lane, though, it's just all Ryoya, right? Like, he is 25-7. He's got about a full level advantage here on the Tiny. He's still picking up CS here on the Tiny, but some of it going to be these jungle camps. And Ryoya feeling pretty good about the state of things. I'm surprised this bottom lane is going as bad as it is here for the side of TEAMTEAM. It is 4-0. Gyrocopter with all 4 of those kills.
End up going points in the rocket barrage in order to secure some of these, which you know, a little bit out of your way from what you want to do. A lot of time you do just want to go stats, but paid off for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Tons of net worth sitting on this guy. 2,700 gold here at only what, not even 5 minutes.
yeah, he's very farmed. That is a big boy. We'll see if Sammy can like keep up with the gyrocopter. Not an easy task, but if there's any hero in Dota that can do it, it's definitely Sven. Ooh, Courier gonna go down to Widge here. He's like, oh, hello. Goodbye, Mr. Reaper.
Someone lays blame.
Bottom lane once again. Brewmaster in trouble. There's gonna be the Frost Shield trying to reduce some of this damage. Pops the stick. Trying to hobble away, and it looks like Brax will make it. Plenty of movement speed thanks to that Drunken Brawler.
Yeah, that's why I thought he would have thought about going multiple points to rocket barrage. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do full damage to him with that Frost Shield and Drunken Brawler onto him. The evasion, damage reduction just becomes too much. No. Brax is to survive in this lane for now.
Important, but might be short-lived as they're looking to go once again. Brax directed by the Frost Shield, but the damage is there from Gardic. Maybe no turnaround, Mike. No spells left in the tank. Only level 3 here on this Lich as well. Gardic got 9 stick charges. He's kind of baiting you.
Mike's got several mangoes.
Mike has Mike's mango tree in his pocket. Yeah, finally takes down Gardic, trying to bait that out. Nicely done. Roya with a haste rune, applying a lot of pressure mid lane here onto Analog. He wants to keep this tower alive as long as possible. He's gonna get some serious damage into this tower. There's no fort left, and as a result, Ryoya gotta feel pretty happy about that. Analog needs to drag this wave.
Yeah. Roya might just tank up some of these tower shots in order to keep this catapult.
Yeah.
All right, he doesn't.
That's about
And,
enough,
yeah, Wish
right?
comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to grab it like 1 or 2 more pushes. That's a lot of damage for like just your first catapult, not rotating anybody in. Pretty unfortunate for Analog there. Didn't have any mana to spam spells to clear out the creep wave.
Prize is mine.
Well, Vitalia in the offlane doing pretty well, and the Tidehunter 3rd on net worth. just behind the Lina, and he's level 6. Ravage is online. He's got this Orb of Corrosion. Not really a build we see all that often for a Tide Hunter, to be honest. Soul Ring now completed. Neff, when was the last time you saw an Orb of Corrosion Tide Hunter? Ooh, Widge, caught for the moment, has 1 leap charge, but just gonna get ran down here, it seems. 10 more seconds till the next one, and I don't think he's gonna be able to make it. Yep, ends up going down to Flea. Good attempt on the deny, though.
Yeah, Flea was holding the auto attack just in case he got far enough in there. Just about. He had, yeah, an IO attack barely ended up finishing him off there. He's close. Room handle from the Sven. He'd rather have Possessed Mask, but this isn't bad.
Yeah, armor is always good on Sven, especially when you're jungling. Top lane Flea just going over to the tower. Wants to be able to just farm up, or not farm rather, but soak some experience. But Vitaly's just chasing him under the tower and will end up making it across this line. But Arrow not gonna come out quite yet. Will go ahead and be dropped there on the Sven.
Instead, if they have
I mean, they've got Ravage, but I don't think the damage is there. It is.
It is.
He's gonna get healed up by this IO, and he's still got a 20 stick. Need the tower. Flea barely survives. 10 HP thanks to the armor aura from that tower, and Ryoya ends up finding RDO in the jungle instead.
All right, that's pretty big. They end up committing Ravage. They get blown up from the Electric Ray, Laguna Blade, Dragon Slave. No kill found on the enemy side, but you lose your carry there. I think he held that Ravage a little bit too long.
Oh, Gardic might be in trouble. Getting dove here by Brax. It gets the Panda split, and now with IX Mike rotating over, a quick Frost Blast comes through, and Brax finds the kill. You can't really show as a support against a Brewmaster once he hits 6. There's very few heroes that can stand the lane. And that's going to be his first 2 earn charges. Makes it just that much easier for him to find more kills going forward.
IX Mike is going to stick around here. He's trying to...
God Strength finds a kill onto Widge. He's just going to use the remaining duration of that to pick up some creep camps in the jungle. And suddenly, net worth is almost even. Just a slight advantage here for Hokori. Pretty much all of it between the offlaners.
Yep.
Dire should look to their middle tower.
Gyrocopters managed to find a bunch of farms. Sven has managed to find a decent amount of farm. Sven will start taking off more than the Gyrocopter, though, as this continues to go on.
There's not really any stacks in the jungle, though.
I take it back. He's got the Chrysalis on Gyrocopter. This is the big farming item.
Yeah.
You clear things up pretty fast with this one.
And Gyro should be able to stay ahead, and unless they're able to get some stacks up here fairly soon for the side of this Sven, I don't think...
Scanning for enemies.
You always worry about the Ags Chrysalis Gyrocopter. It comes online so fast.
Moving towards the mid tower once we clear this one out. It looks like they don't have Ravage up for another 30 seconds, though. Good team could
They
potentially
should fight this if they want. They are going to see Analog. The question is, well, it goes just down onto the low ground. This is their moment. They catch him. The Cinder Brew, the slow is there. Pulls him back with the Sinister Gaze into the Light Strike Ray. The Chain Frost, even the Laguna. They drop everything on him. Brewmaster tanks an arrow, but he's going to be fine. Now they're looking for more here.
No way to get on top of him. Dropped absolutely everything onto this Tiny, and he wasn't able to get away. Set up by the Sinister Gaze. Regardless of having that haste, you feel relatively safe, but...
Yeah, I don't think he realized. Like, he got hit by the urn and was like, what? And then Cinder Brew came out into the Sinister Gaze. It was just a little too much for the little rock boy to sustain. All right, let's see. Does Analog use the different skins? He does.
All right, buddy. You're talking about like a different one with each transformation?
Yeah, I have like 4 different ones that I use. It's quite quite funny.
Tower is under attack. Dire's
Interesting.
Bottom lane, they're gonna look for Widge as leap charge is available. Just trying to force them out. They lose the mid tier 1 tower here on the side of 4 Zoomers, and that's a big pickup here for Hokori. Fortunate for them, Sammy has just finished off this ancient stack with the God Strength that Mask of Madness done. Now working towards his
Echo Saber.
Echo Saber. Thank you.
I got you, bro.
My brain wanted to say Halberd, and I was like, that's definitely not it.
It's a strength carry item.
There was a Lich there at some point.
There was. Ravage is available, so they're looking for anything they can find.
They get the block on the ancient camp, so not bad.
Yep. They were a little bit late. If they could have gotten in there before Sven cleared that one up, it would have been nice to find. But Sammy's farming very quickly right now and almost caught up to the Gyrocopter's farm, despite the fact that Gyrocopter had an absolutely amazing start and is 5 kills under his belt.
It's so wild to think he has 5 kills right now on this Gyrocopter. That's nuts. Yeah. He is about 1,400 gold away from this Ags, I think. How much gold does he need? I don't know, he's a little bit more than that. Link in from Analog, looking to get to Roya, but just a little bit off the mark. Roya does have a Yules now as well.
Yeah.
Going for the Boots of Travel and then the BKB. So not the like damage Lena build we've been seeing out of like Gunner, who just like rushes the Boots of Travel, goes for a like BKB, then it's like Chrysalis, Daedalus, stuff like that.
Yeah. The I'm actually the real carry build.
They're gonna go in, Avalanche Toss. They got the IO, but a little bit tanky thanks to the raindrops, Fluffy Hat, and they're just gonna try and walk away. Gardic not fast enough to get in range. Pig mode activated as well. He's out on the backside of the fight. They find Witch here. Brax looking for these heroes. Vitali as well caught out. Laguna comes out. There's gonna be the Chain Frost trying to slow him down. Can they actually finish it off? In comes the missile. Rioya does need to back. Call down's available. IX Mike goes down, and there's the Fiend's Grip holding Sven in place. The rest of the team, though, needs to get here. Brax gonna go ahead, commit the split, and now Rioya rejoining the engagement. Yules comes through, but a kill from Analog as the toss comes out. Brax, he's got to get more out of this. He's got to salvage this fight for his team, but it's not going to happen. They have to just disengage.
Aegis Smash reduces the damage too much. I'm exiting on Sammy Boy. It was not great. I don't think that they should have left that fight, but I think wanted out. The team fight started to turn the way of TEAMTEAM as they did that there. But a lot of damage coming out. He survived for way longer than he should have there on Roya, I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean, they did do a good job at like trading for the Gyrocopter, right? At the end of the day, they did force a second death out of RDO, but going down on Rioya right now, I mean, he needs to be able to get a couple more items online. It can't just be the Sven this game. You know, a lot of times you look and you're like, yeah, Sven just gets items, it's GG, but I don't think that's the case in this one. You're up against a Gyrocopter, a Bane, and a Tidehunter. Like, there's too many different ways that they can control this hero.
Yeah.
And walking right up onto the high ground, Vitali doesn't have his ult, but there's also no split available either. Analog looking for more, trying to find Mike, but
he's too far.
Very difficult catch.
Normally.
I'm gonna sit underneath these tier 2 towers. Sven couldn't quite manage to surpass the Gyrocopter in net worth, and he just about has his Aghanim Scepter done at this point as well, so I don't think it's going to end up happening for a pretty long time now. Eventually this Sven will pull back ahead, but it's going to take some time.
It's a really good Moonlight Shadow. They saw Rioya show on this like high ground ward, and they are moving up to the top lane, trying to find him. Vitali goes in, gets the gush. Arrow not going to connect, but Rioya turns around with an LSA, and with Mike rotating in, looks like they're going to be all right. A deep wraparound from Analog. He wants to go behind the tower, and they see him. They know that this is happening. He's just going to clear up the wave, blink on out. All right, good attempt here from Hokori, but does not connect.
Ended up wasting a little bit of time because you did move on most of these heroes to try to find that kill. You didn't manage to grab anything.
Reload bottom. They're going to get the tower. I don't know if the reload is absolutely necessary. The catapult plus Brax definitely would have taken it. The question is,
it out.
Yeah, the reload coming back. They know you're going to just have to go back alone. Sammy, he goes with them. This might be a mistake. The Avalanche, they all die. Oh, no.
They didn't even have to commit the Ravage there. They had absolutely no idea they'd come up there. Wait.
They did. They had a ward. They were smoked.
Ward.
They were smoked on everyone and except the Tidehunter. The Tidehunter got broken, so they knew the Tide was there, but they didn't see the rest of the team. I mean, this is why I was so confused. Like, I don't know why they reload bottom for this tower. Like, Brax is there to secure it already with a catapult. It seemed a little unnecessary, and they end up losing 2 as a result. Rioya will escape top lane. It looks like Mike can do the same as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Right. TPing bottom lane, looking to set up through the enemy team's jungle. They know their triangle's been invaded. It's potential that IX Mike tries to get the D ward up over here because they realize that they probably scouted them out somewhere.
Yeah, they know that there's
Still have
wards
Ravage
there.
available.
Well, Vitali comes in. He's got the Ravage. Remember that Avalanche toss comes out. They just take down the IO once again. Chain Frost doing a decent amount of damage, but these guys are tanky. They have to back off. They know the ward's there. Avalanche toss from Analog grabs him a double. IX Mike will go down, and now this map shrinking for the side of TEAMTEAM. We were saying, you know, maybe Sammy can keep up with the gyro, but he's just had all the space in the world now. They're really starting to fall behind. A 3K gold lead for Hokori as they're just going to continue the hunt.
Under attack.
Yeah. Gardic just about caught Brax pushing out the bottom lane by himself. If he could have landed that Nightmare Fiend's grip, he'd be dead, but unfortunately not enough movement speed at this point. I'm surprised he hasn't picked up a Windlace on this Bane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Usually
Yeah.
if you have a free inventory slot, you kind of like got a little bit of garbage sitting in your inventory here. Confused raindrops here at 18 minutes, a single dust, some boots, urn. He'll get himself an Aether Lens eventually. I think that'll be a little bit of a gap closing solution for him.
He's about to have the Aghanim Scepter done, right? He's just about 100 gold. Oh, well, he's got it now.
Yep.
So Brewmaster Ags now completed. He's definitely gonna have that sent out. Sammy going for his Sange and Yasha this game, so he's just itemizing for that status resistance. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, you know.
Dire's middle tower.
And this is one of your solutions to deal with lockdown from this Bane, right? You don't want to get caught in by the Nightmare, by the Fiend's grip.
Yeah, it's a lot of control. Like we said, the thing is, I don't think Sammy can be the only source of damage this game because of that. You know, he has status resistance. It's kind of nice. You're gonna have a little bit of control coming through from Brax, but Ryoya is gonna have to start stepping up here in these fights. I mean, he's farmed on Ryoya. Like, the Lina is third on net worth, quite a bit in front of Tiny, as well as the Tidehunter. On his way to this BKB, just a couple hundred gold away. And I think with that, we might see TEAMTEAM try and make a fight, or like force a fight. They could play around Roshan, but it's just, they do not have the Roche lineup is the problem. Like, they don't have the Roche fight lineup, right?
Yeah. It's a little bit awkward for either of these teams to fight inside the pit because it becomes so easy for the other team to turn it around. You either get caught out from like a Chain Frost and a bunch of cleave from Sen on the side of TEAMTEAM, or you get caught out by like all this AoE from Gyrocopter and a Ravage coming out from Tide. So either team that sits inside the pit is at a little bit of a disadvantage. This is a bold move by Hokori here.
I mean, they feel confident. They've got the BKB on the gyro, Ravage, call down, everything's online. TEAMTEAM's gonna scan it.
Scanning for enemy.
I mean, a Chain Frost into the Roche pit is something you have to be scared of. They smoke up, but it might just be too late. Roshan's already dead. Brax goes for the split anyway, but he's not gonna find anyone. Sentry dropped, gonna be able to scout a little bit. Stuns coming in onto the Gyrocopter. He does a decent chunk of damage. Cyclone throws him into the air. Brax,
Team's not coming.
yeah, he's just like, all right, I'm out, guys. I'm gonna rejoin on the other side.
Yeah. Guys.
Yeah, Ryoya's got the BKB done. On his way to his boots of travel, top lane. Oh, is he actually committing? Oh, he turns around with the BKB. The Yules comes through into the Light Strike Array. Does he have the damage to finish off the Tiny, though? It doesn't look like it's even close, so he's going to TP home. Again, this isn't like this dataless Lina build that we see. He's got a Yules and a BKB. This hero is so low damage right now.
Yeah. You don't have a ton of farm on your side either. Sammy Boy's going to be eating up the majority of the map. You just have to kind of forfeit that to him. That's the difference between Lina that we saw on Gun earlier today versus I guess kind of a difference of team composition, right? Sammy Boy seems to be farming a lot more than Eternal Envy was. Eternal Envy like kind of accepted playing on the back, but he built a refresher orb on his face's forward because he knows Gunner's going to be pumping out a lot of damage there. In this fight, or in this game, you know, it's Sammy Boy and the Sven. It's his job to do damage in the team fight, and Lina just kind of also exists.
Yeah.
Going for Boots of Travels, though, so I guess knows he needs to be making plays around the map. They don't want to take the 5v5 engagements against them, not into
Is under attack.
I don't think
Not
they
the
can
Ravage
with
and
how
the
farmed the
cooldown
gyro is, right? There's no way
No,
they
they
can
can't.
fight into them with how farmed this gyro is. He's going straight for the Daedalus. He's got the Demon Edge, the Courier just waiting to go on over. Recipe already purchased, so in about 1,000 gold, this gyro is going to be so much scarier.
Tower is under attack.
TP's down to the bottom lane, by the way. He's got Aegis and BKB, so it wouldn't be that easy to jump him, especially if he's right beside the tower. So they think better of it. In fact, Bane's already TPing down there. Then move back into the jungle. Things have slowed down a hell of a lot.
12-7. I mean, almost all these, like most of these kills occurred probably in the first 10 minutes of this game. But
yeah, I'm bored. People don't want to watch boring Dota here, Ricky.
It's a big game for Hokori and TEAMTEAM. Like they neither team can afford this loss. Like TEAMTEAM, they're really like they're kind of like dead center of the groups right now. Hokori just below them, so Hokori needs to at least pull a draw here. It's a big deal for them that they do. All right, Moonlight Shadow comes out. It's gonna get scouted in the mid lane here on this Tiny, and top lane Sammy just trying to force the issue. But RDO working on the tower. I mean, that's the Daedalus. It's done, man.
I don't think Sammy's trying to force the issue right now. I think he's trying to stall. He doesn't want to fight into this Aegis on the gyrocopter.
No, he just want. I mean, by that I mean he wants to get the tower. I think.
Force him dropping. Yeah.
Gonna go into the triangle and hope that there's stacks, but there are not.
Still.
Heading into the jungle. They're gonna find Brax. Analog. The avalanche. The toss. No arrow for this though. So he's gonna be pretty safe. He can back off.
Tries to find something else with the arrow, potentially catch that IX Mike, but isn't able to. Brock's working on the Aeon disc now. Matt is going to hold this one disassemble it. So
backdoor mid tower. Fortification comes out as well as 3 TPs. Analog gonna isolate Flea here. Gets that tether off from downtown, and Sammy gonna TP out Flea. Not gonna be as lucky. Slapped by a DD Tiny.
Yeah. A bold move for sure, but I think Team is getting frustrated with how much access to the rest of the map that this mid tower is giving Hokori. They want it for themselves. They've lost all of their outer towers. That mid tier 1 is still standing.
Yeah, they needed a like they have 2 tier 1 towers still standing, and they had fort. So you're just like TEAMTEAM has to get a fortification usage to at least do something.
Well, it was a very quick response there by Analog. Well played there by him. He's working on his BKB right now. I imagine he wants to take that before the next fight, but Gyrocopter was trying to force something with this Aegis. He's not going to be able to, so he's moved back into the jungle now. And I think that's what they're waiting for here on TEAMTEAM. Just before this Aegis expires and the Gyrocopter, they're going to smoke up with IX Mike. Come on, IX Mike. Come on. Do what I say. All right, they're not going to do that. IX Mike's smarter than me, so he's not going to follow orders.
Ryoya is zooming back over here, so it looks like they definitely want to. I mean, they've got all 5 heroes. They're going to clear up this mid lane, and then I think you're right. We're going to see a smoke come out from TEAMTEAM.
Don't do it, IX Mike.
Okay, they're not doing it, Neff. We both look like idiots now.
Dude, just press the smoke, Mike.
Aegis pops, smoke coming in from the side of Hokori instead, and going up into this high ground is a little spooky. Brax is going to pop it. He's got the primal split, but he gets stunned up. Can he get it off in time? It's not going to be there. And that is a big kill. No Brewmaster for 45 seconds. Buyback not available. Your best option probably just to cut the waves, but
they got outbrained. I mean, the last thing you expect is for Corey to go for a gank the moment their Aegis expires. You kind of expect them to play defensive for a little bit after that. So they're punished into their own triangle for no less. There's no way they gank us right now. There's no way they walk up
Avalanche
this
toss.
high ground.
Sammy's caught. He didn't get the BKB off the heels. They're trying to come through, but Relo will get him out. The Ravage completely whiffed. The question is, can they fight now with this spell on cooldown?
Once the Brewmaster is up, they've still got God Strength and BKB available.
They stun at the gyro. The God Strength comes through. Can they actually get the kill? But the Fiend's Grip. Oh no. Sven, he's all by himself. The Fiend's Grip finally ends, and Sammy now continuing the assault here with this God Strength. RDO pop the BKB, but there it is. It finally ends. It's going to come down to Ryoya to turn this one around. The buyback coming in helpful. Brax still has this primal split, trying to find something. Gardic distracting Ryoya as long as possible. They get a double kill now for the Lina, but it's a costly hold.
But it is a hold. That ends up being a massive XP swing. You're forced to use 2 buybacks, one of the Lich, one into the Lina there. If Lina goes down again, I think it might just lose the game off of it. Gyrocopter has buyback available. him going up onto the high ground there was them just like trying to get these games over with. I feel like if you have the satanic on gyrocopter, which we were somewhat close to, there's no way the Sven brings you down.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way. Sven needs to work on this silver edge as well. Sanj and Yasha ended up coming in clutch there though, reducing the duration of that Fiend's grip. It was incredibly important for them to be able to survive
Avalanche
that
toss. He
fight.
finds Ryoya, but I don't know if they're gonna have the chase to kill him. Widge trying to do his best. He's gonna get a two-man LSA, maybe turn it around. He's gonna focus up the Mirana. Laguna comes through, and now Vitali can't really do much of anything. Mike gonna go down here to Analog. Once again, he pops the BKB, will be able to make it out, and now Brax Cyclone to up this Tidehunter. The damage, it's there with the Sven. Can they bring him down? They do. Signs of life for Team here.
Do make some decent plays there. I mean, they had to find something while the gyrocopter was still dead, while the Ravage was on cooldown. Ideal situation for them. The first save that Flea got off onto Sammy Boy, like before the last fight started, and it caused him to whip that Ravage. That was like a game-saving play.
Oh, absolutely. If that Ravage hits, Sammy dies before the fight even starts, and Flea wasted reload, right? Like, that would have been a disaster. Gyro doesn't die then, right? Like, it's a completely different game. And that was a, you know, less than a quarter second probably difference. Spider leg drops for both teams.
Yeah, Roshan respawn is going to be 1 minute from now. It'll be a little bit longer. So I think this is, yeah, it's probably ideal for Brax because then he'll have double primal split for the next team fight.
He's got an Aeon disc available, just needs to disassemble when he wants. So next time, if he gets caught through that smoke gank, he will be able to get that primal split off. The real question is, are they going to have the damage again on the side of Team? Like, Sammy does have this Chrysalis now completed, going for what my guess will be is the Silver Edge.
Oh, they're going to try to go for a gank on Sammy here.
No, they want to get Flea. Avalanche toss. He pops the BKB. Flea just going to relocate, but the Yules to cancel. What a play by Widge. Sammy forced to just BKB TP, and Flea will go down.
Just ditch out of the jungle. They realize they're way too strong right now. Ravage is up. They still have Fiend's Grip available, but I just need to turn their sights on the Roche Pit here. It's going to respawn another 2 seconds. This is ideal for Hokori. You're going to have to buy back on the IO. You won't have relocate available.
And they go
So
right
you don't
in.
want to give this one up.
Solar Crest is available. RDO has this Daedalus. He's going to have the Satanic completed right now as well. So this is the dream timings for the side of Hokori. They're going to have everything up. Aegis on the Gyro. Shard, I'm assuming, is going to go the way of the Tiny. Yeah. The no charge limit on tree grab. This is such a sick Shard.
Now I'll be able to pump out a ton of damage in these team fights. So if he was already pumping out a ton of damage, but
Yeah, that
even
and
better
buildings,
for
right? You just crush buildings with this.
yeah, they're gonna need to respond to him, and he's just walking towards the top lane here. We've already shoved in. I mean, IO's back up now, but you guys need to get back. Sammy Boy cannot be in the bottom lane right now.
He's gonna try. Avalanche toss. Really gets found. He didn't get the BKB off. Yules will buy him a little bit of time, but calldown's there. Really, the BKB, but there's the Feeds grip. Just holding him down. Ravage on the backside. Cleans him up, and now Team falling one by one. That's gonna be a dieback on Roya. Flea gonna come back into this one. Sammy trying to do something in this bottom as he gets a tier 2 tower, but your base is in shambles. Brax, one more split available. He can't join the fight.
No, I mean, not without Lita to back him up. He needs to be pumping out damage while you're taking the front line. Otherwise, Brack goes in, he just ends up getting slept or like 1v1 by this gyrocopter. Now is a Satanic available. You've got too much of a net worth advantage right now on gyrocopter.
They smoke up Brax. He wants to try and find these backside heroes with the split, and that's exactly what he's going to go for, trying to tunnel down Gardic. But the damage from Analog and this Flat Cannon, they just take down these summons. Sammy comes in with a big BKB Stormhammer, trying to take down this Tiny the Cleave. Already made quick work of the Bane, but he's able to scurry up onto the high ground with these spider legs and now Flea the next target. That's a dieback, and now the Yule's arrow set up onto the Sven. The extra tosses, that's gotta be it. 3 heroes dead without buyback. Mike about to make it 4. The GG comes out, and what a great game from Hokori.
Managed to tie up the series 1-1, take a much needed win from Team here. I gotta say, Ricky, I'm happy to see it. These SA teams doing pretty well. Big advantage as well on Team, but regardless of that, just popped off this game. It was kind of like a series of good plays by Hokori in the bottom lane and misplays by TEAMTEAM. I think it allowed RDO to snowball, get those first couple of items, and take advantage and just end the game, though. I mean, he really did snowball off of that early game victory that he got from the kills onto the Lich, onto the Brewmaster. He's like 5-1 the first 10 minutes of the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that like Gyrocopter already is going to be one of the fastest farming heroes, and then starting the game literally 4-0 by 8 minutes is really rough. But yeah, it was just a perfectly played game by Hokori here. I mean, they hit their timings really well. I'm not a huge fan of how they played the Lina here, like going for this Yules into BKB. It just felt like he didn't have damage. And I said it so many times, I was like, it can't just be Sven here. Like, Sven is going to go in and try and tank up and do what he can to try and burst down a hero, but your Lina has to follow through as well. And it just wasn't there. This game goes the way of Hokori. And funny enough, neph, that's going to be our fourth and draw of the day.
You know, well, what a day. The 1-1s. I mean, both these teams are really good. All these teams in BTS Pro Series 8 are incredible. It only makes sense that they would be so evenly matched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a fun day at Dota. 8 games. It's a long day, almost 9 hours here. But we've done it. We made it to the end of the night. And congratulations to all the teams that played. Some of the teams, 4 games today, both Zoomers and Infinity. So shout out to them powering through it. But that's it, neph. Any final thoughts before we call it a night? What can you say?
Thank you, everybody, for watching the best Dota region, of course. I'm happy to be casting here for all of you. Share my love for the region. And shout out to all these teams that had to play these back-to-back games. Not easy, but we got more Dota tomorrow. Another 4 matches, if I'm not mistaken. 4 series.
Another 4 series. It's going to be you and me once again, the best of the best. I love to do it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely make sure to come back here tomorrow. Same place, same time on Beyond the Summit. We got more of Pro Series Season 8 coming at you. Again, my name is rkryptic. And of course, I'm here with neph. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful night.